top 5 songs of all time. This was, again, Josh, we're talking all time.
Yeah.
This isn't just now. This isn't like, when am I going to play the rest of my life? This is eras. This is what has influenced my life.
I just went with gut instinct. Every time I was like, I don't know if that really, I was like, no, but why is that the song that came to my head?
Exactly.
Why is that the one that came to my head?
Yes. That's how I did it. Too.
I found a website that will like look at your stats on Spotify. So I corroborated what I was doing. I was like, yeah, this is about right. No, what I picked. In fact, there were some songs I didn't think about that I was like, oh, this is one of my top songs, so I guess this is, it is.
See, I wanted to do that, and I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I just went off.
I don't know how you do it with Apple Music, but on Spotify, it's pretty easy. What is your number 5?
Okay, on my list, I've got it here. I have got Rillin' by Andy McKee.
Oh.
One of the songs that inspired me the most to play guitar.
Is that...
How do you remember that? How do you possibly remember that?
Because that was the song.
They all kind of sounded
because that was the best one.
Yeah. Clearly. Yeah, it's still
we're gonna see how much I can get away with playing in this episode without getting a copyright thing.
You don't need to play much of that for it to be.
That's
impactful.
true. That is correct. If you follow Jordan's music over the years, as soon as you see this Andy McKee, you'll be like, oh, okay, now this all makes sense.
He was like the first acoustic guitar instrumentalist type of person who was really putting stuff on YouTube, and he started everything.
He just blew up. He blew up.
He was my inspiration to learn to play.
All right, my number 5 is "Life Is Beautiful" by Ryan Adams and the Cardinals.
That came out right at the time that the internet really started to become something.
Yeah.
I still remember those grainy music videos that were like so awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
They're like loading on QuickTime from the website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 4 is Our World Is Gray by As Eddie Burn.
That's my number 4 too. Our World Is Great. I just had to pick an As Cities Burn song, and this was the one that my heart went to.
Here's my question. What was the first one that you chose and you said, no, I need to do Our World Is Great? You want me to tell you mine? The first one off the first album.
Thus From My Lips by Yours, My Sin Is Purged.
And then I just thought, no, I got to go with Hearing that song live was so good because it starts so aggressive and then the ending is like
I know.
And you got like Cody Bonet just alone playing this.
There was nothing like an As Cities Burn show because every song was just like and then by the end it's just and so everyone's just like getting ready for the next song. This is me at my darkest.
You're so right. That's why it was
again.
so good. It was an emotional roller coaster.
It really was. Most songs gear up as they go to where you're like da 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 by the end, but all their songs it's just like they punch, and so everybody's shoving and going crazy, and by the end everybody is just like emotionally, spiritually
you're
wrecked.
like hugging each other. You're like, guys,
dude, now they're gonna play the next song. There we go again.
Will you please stop smoking?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I didn't know this was a problem. I remember that at Cornerstone. It's like, dude, what are you doing, man?
Do you know where we are?
We're at Sleeping at Last. What's going on? All right, number 3, Polaris, Jimmy.
Oh.
You say that love goes anywhere.
I don't have any Jimmy on mine.
See, okay, that's fine.
I'd be too scared to pick one.
You didn't want to mess up. I was too scared to pick Copeland, to be honest with you. I forgot.
We couldn't pick our the other's favorite band because you're like Polaris. What a great song.
Oh, I mean that's the best.
Tell me
the best song on the CD. Period. You know the normies are gonna say that it's Drugs or Me. No.
What? The normies wouldn't say it.
Yes.
The normies would say it takes my pain away, or they'd say kill.
Pain. Sorry, yeah, pain.
Takes my pain away. Never mind. These are horrid times.
Okay, my 3 is On the Safest Ledge by Copeland. Speaking of It Gave Me Hope, that song will give you hope. Could you be happy now with the wind in your hair and your arms open wide and your feet going nowhere? It's all about just like being at peace with where you're at, knowing that you're not really in control of your situation. On the safest ledge.
Yes.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is We Hide and Seek by Alison Krauss and Union Station, which is a weird one, you would think. Why? Because there's no lyrics. It's just dobro instrumental with like they're just playing and it's so good.
Okay. I'll have to look this one up. I don't
that
know.
live album, and I'm talking about the live album. It is it's like better than their CDs. Like the live literally sounds better, and it's because it's bluegrass, and so it sounds better live.
And it was recorded so well too. It sounds so clean. My number 2 is Snowbirds and Townies by Further Seems Forever. I don't know what it is about the song. I've just always loved it.
That is.
It's not. I don't even like really connect with the lyrics or anything.
Yeah.
Just the way that song sounds. I love the drums on it and the guitar and everything. It's just so cool. Further Seems Forever was Chris Caraba's band before he started Dashboard Confessional. But yeah, every Further Seems Forever CD has a different singer on it, and all 3 of them are fantastic. And then Chris Caraba came back for a 4th album, and they did, which is also a great album. Further Seems Forever, one of the best bands most people don't know about.
Yeah. Wow. I'm curious what your number 1 is. I'm just curious what band your number 1 is from. Mine is Jeff Martin and Steve Padden and The First Joke and Other Matters. Forest.
Oh yes.
Literally, that song came out perfect time for me. Perfect vibe. Perfect everything.
Yeah.
I've listened to that so many times, and it hits the same way every time. I don't understand it. Every time I listen to it, I think it's not play it almost crying every time. The first notes, it's so good.
My number 1 is actually a friend of ours, Jonah Folsom.
Yes.
Had to go with Stone.
Fire stops, I lay low, the cloud moves, I follow.
When I went and looked on Spotify, Stones was like the most listened to song, and I was like, oh, right. That is my favorite song of all time. And I realized that On the Safest Ledge by Copeland and Stones by Jonah Folsom are kind of this, like the lyrics are kind of the same. But Stones is more explicitly about God, where it's just like the idea is sometimes God is asking you to move forward, sometimes he's asking you to stand still, and you're just content with whatever is being asked of you.
Yeah.
And I just love that song. I love the way it starts and punches, and oh God, it's just so good. And he played it at the coffee shop, and he said, this song goes out to Josh.
He said it.
And he played it. I couldn't believe it.
Yep. And that's not even one of his most popular songs. And he played that for you. That's the thing you got to think about.
It's the most popular song of all time, and to me.
Exactly.
Okay? There you go. Thank you very much. Hey, we'll make a playlist of these 10 songs.
Yes, that would be good.
Okay?
Be sure to put it on Apple Music for everybody, too.
Yeah.
Josh.
Is that Jeff Martin song even on Apple Music? It is? Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I haven't listened to that CD in a while, but it is so good.